Those of you that are followers of Homechoir know that on Fridays we have a bit of fun. That's why we call it Fun Fridays. And quite often it's laid back, chilled out, relaxing kind of music. But sometimes we go the other way and we go downright silly. And what you're about to see is an episode from early 2021, which I called the Tongue Twister Special. And you'll hear some of our more challenging songs to sing, including the most challenging song in the repertoire, which is the incredible Rattlin Bog. See if you can keep up with this one, folks. Good luck. And if I could invite you, please, if you haven't already done so, make sure you've got everything you need. For the next half hour, you're going to need a drink of water. You're going to need any scores that you want, and a lot of patience with me today, folks. I'm very, very tired. We were up very late last night mixing Elijah for Self-Isolation Choir, which is premiering in an hour. Last time I felt like this, it was Messiah. It really, it's that same sort of feeling. So I can't wait for you to hear it. I really can't. Welcome everybody to Quarantine Choir. Now this is the last one for a week. We won't be broadcasting after today until Sunday the 21st, so there won't be a Sacred Sing this weekend. Please don't come along expecting one or you will be disappointed. But what I can do is I can tell you what's coming up after our little break, and it will just be a short break of a week. Oh, that's not looking great. Let's put that in the middle there. So we'll be back on the 21st, and the music there, as you can see, we're going to sing that wonderful bit of Handel that we learnt on Wednesday, and thank you everyone for your lovely messages about that. It's very clear you enjoyed it, and I loved teaching it to you. We'll then sing some Purcell, some Tallis, and a couple of great gospel songs. So that is the 21st of February, all right? I'll make sure a link pops up in the next couple of days. So everyone, that is coming up. And of course, we'll be back then in the following week with our Quarantine Choir. But today is Fun Friday, as well you know. And as I already warned you, I've had very little sleep and done very little preparation for today, which is a little bit unusual. And so, yeah, the Rattling Bog is probably going to be more than rattling, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's barely going to hold together. Let's have some fun, shall we? Can I invite you all, please, to be upstanding, and we will get warmed up. I'm just going to center that because that's ugly. And we will get warmed up. So let's go full screen. Here we go. Marvellous. Excellent. Thanks, everybody. Standing with your feet or shoulders width apart, with your back nice and straight and your neck long. Thank you. And just start to take some deep breaths in and out, just in your own time. It's lovely to see everybody coming along. Good afternoon, folks. Great to see if you're just joining us. Bonjour to Suzanne and Glyn. Great to see you all. Okay, folks, let's roll our shoulders around. Fantastic. And once you've rolled them in one direction, roll them back the other way. Very, very good. Roll them around a few times, bring them up to your ears, take a deep breath, and as you breathe out, let your shoulders fall. Very good indeed. Just roll your head around gently. Thank you, everybody, for your lovely messages. Thanks for the likes. Oh, bless you. Kit Kat has put a message in the comments, which is so kind of her, and I'll need to read it out. She said, please, everyone, give Ben a rest next week. Please do not email him or he won't rest properly. Email Kit Kat. She's on call. Kit Kat, you're the best. Thank you. And she's absolutely right. If you email me, I will work. So if you wouldn't mind, give me that week off, and I shall be refreshed and all the better for it. Bless you. Thank you for that, KK. Okay, let's do a bit of gentle homage, shall we, everybody? So a bit of and again, now ooh, again, ooh, and one more, and again, and again, lovely. Now an R with me, one more, one more. Splendid. Thank you very much indeed, everybody. A short little warm-up today, because our first song today is Do Bing Do Bang Do Bong, which is by Leonard Bernstein, and this is well, it's actually from one of his masses, but it's been, as you can see here, it's commonly used as a warm-up. And we did learn this one at the very, very start. I mean, in the first week of Quarantine Choir would have been probably the 19th of March last year. So given that that was the last time we looked at it, why don't we spend just 2 minutes today looking at this, okay? mark. Actually, I think I did it in a... Do you know what? I'm pretty sure I did it toned down. That sounds like something I would do. So from the beginning, ignore the top line. It says introduction. That's just a we're not going to do that. We come in at the start where it says canon and we sing do bing, do bang, do bong, do bing, do bang, do bong. With me, 2, 3, 4. Do bing, do bang, do bong, do bing, do bang, do bong. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do bing, do bang, do bong, do bing, do bang, do bong. Great. And then we sing doobie ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Okay, now just be aware that throughout that the beat is carrying on. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. Doobie ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Sing that with me. 1, 2, 3. Doobie ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. One more time with the piano. 2, 3. Doobie ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Excellent. And then we sing doobie dingity bing, dingity bang, dingity bong. With me. 1, 2, 3. Doobie dingity bing, dingity bang, dingity bong. Let's go from the beginning. 2, 3, 4. Do bing, do bang, do bong, do bing, do bang, do bong. Doobie ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Doobie dingity bing, dingity bang, dingity bong. One more time. Do bing, do bang, do bong, do bing, do bang, do bong. Doobie ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Doobie dingity bing, dingity bang, dingity bong. Fantastic. Well done, everybody. If you've not sung it before, it's worth spending an extra minute or so when you have a minute. Just sing that one through. It's another earworm, so apologies in advance. And let's sing it now in canon. So if you've not sung it before, just stick with me and we'll sing it all the way through. But if you have sung it before, try starting at one of the other numbers on the page. You can see here you've got first line, second line, third line, fourth, fifth, sixth, and so on. So it does work at 6 degrees of separation. Let's see how it sounds. So here is... from March of last year, ladies and gentlemen. Do bing, do bang, do bong. Have fun. Here we go. Are we ready? 2, 3, 4. Do bing, do bang, do bong. Do bing, do bang, do bong. Do be ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Do be dingity bing, dingity bang, dingity bong. That's right in canon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do bing, do bang, do bong, do bing, do bang, do bong. Do be ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Do be dingity bing, dingity bang, dingity bong. Dingity bing, dingity bang, dingity bong. One more. Doobie dingity bing, dingity bang, dingity bong. Very nice. Well done, folks. Do you know, it's been such a long time since I listened to that. I forgot all about the ding-dongs and the bangs and so on. That really does take me back. Well done, everyone. How are we doing? Yeah, it's the first time we sung was the second week of March 2020. We have sung it a few times, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you, everyone. Well done. So let's have a look at our first tongue twister of the day. This is Sister Susie's Sewing Shirts for Soldiers. And at this point, people will always ask me, have I sorted out the second verse yet? And the answer is nearly. Okay. The second verse, the chorus, is all about Susie's brother, rather, Gussie, who speaks with a lisp, and so it thith the sewing shirt for soldiers, and nearly there, nearly there. But if you want to practice that one, just remember you have to say all of the words in the chorus with a th, except for the ones with a sh. It's hard. It's hard. It's worth a go, though. So anyway, let's sing this all the way through with the verses we've got. And remember, have lots of fun with this one. Sister Susie's Sewing Shirts for Soldiers, right at the front of the mouth. Here we go. Here's the piano duet on the pub piano. Here we go. Okay, let's sew some shirts, ladies and gentlemen. Breath 1, 2, 3, 4. Sister Susie's sewing in the kitchen on a singer. There's miles and miles of cotton on the floor and up the stairs. And father says it's rotten, getting mixed up with the cotton and sitting on the needles that she leaves upon the chairs. And should you knock at our street door, my whispers come inside. Then when you ask where Susie is, she says with loving pride, Sister Susie's sewing shirts for soldiers. Such skill at sewing shirts our shy young Sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles, say they'd sooner sleep in thistles than the saucy soft short shirts for soldiers. Sister Susie sews again. Sister Susie's sewing shirts for soldiers. Such skill at sewing shirts our shy young Sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles, say they'd sooner sleep in thistles than the saucy soft short shirts for soldiers. Sister Susie sews. Right, verse 2. Oh dear, piano duet's a bit rough today. And I forgot to tell you that our Sister Susie's married, and when she isn't sewing shirts, she's sewing other things. Then little sister Molly says, oh, sister's bought a dolly. She's making all the clothes for it with pretty bows and strings. Says Susie, don't be silly, as she blushes and she sighs. Then mother smiles and whispers with a twinkle in her eyes, Sister Susie's sewing shirts for soldiers. Such skill at sewing shirts our shy young Sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles, say they'd sooner sleep in thistles than the saucy soft short shirts for soldiers. Sister Susie sews again. Sister Susie's sewing shirts for soldiers. Such skill at sewing shirts our shy young Sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles, say they'd sooner sleep in thistles than the saucy soft short shirts for soldiers. Sister Susie sews. Hey, well done everybody. Wipe down the screen a little bit. Very, very well done. Thank you everyone. Do you know what? I feel like having, just before we move on and we sing Proper Cup of Coffee, I would just like to do that chorus one more time, okay? But should we see how fast we can do it? Do you know what I love is I hear people all over the world going, no! Well, we're going to do it anyway because it's Fun Friday. So, ready? So we're going to do Sister Susie's Sewing Shirts. Put it in the right key. Sister Susie's... Right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sister Susie's sewing shirts for soldiers. Such skill at sewing shirts our shy young Sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles, say they'd sooner sleep in thistles than the saucy soft short shirt for soldiers. Again. Sister Susie's sewing shirts for soldiers. Such skill at sewing shirts our shy young Sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles, say they'd sooner sleep in thistles than the saucy soft short shirts for soldiers. Sister Susie sews. Very nice, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very nice indeed. Well done. Well done for just having a go. Love it. Well done, everyone. Okay, well done. Look at this. Oh, bless you, Cynthia. And Sheila said the breathing is easier when fast. You're quite right. Well, everyone, have a quick drink of water. Well done, well survived. Let's have a look. In fact, do you know what I really do need? Oddly enough, is a proper cup of coffee. Mm. That's the stuff. Oh dear, that's good. That's the kind of coffee that comes in slices rather than in cups. Okay, well then, let's sing about it. All I want, ladies and gentlemen, is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper copper coffee pot. And I'm dedicating this one to my dear mother, who taught me this one when I was but a mere lad, a slip of a lad. And I haven't been able to get it out of my head since. So let's have some fun. How did everyone do? Glenn says, from this to Elijah. Yes, definitely. Okay, here we go, everyone. Here's a proper cup of coffee. Because frankly, I need it, and I know you do too. Here we go. Nice deep breath. Here we go. All I want is a proper cup of coffee, made in a proper copper coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper coffee pot. Tin coffee pots and iron coffee pots, they are no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper copper coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. And again, please. All I want is a proper cup of coffee, made in a proper copper coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper coffee pot. Tin coffee pots and iron coffee pots, they are no use to me. No, they're not. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. Oh, how lovely, ladies and gentlemen. A very sedate, almost Schubertian performance of that lovely song. Well, you know what's coming up next, don't you, folks? Let's try it slightly lower key, a bit faster. Ready? All I want, ready? All I want is a proper cup of coffee, made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper coffee pot. Tin coffee pots and iron coffee pots, they are no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. Very good. How did you do? Did you keep up? Well, then you know what's coming up next, okay? This is the coffee to go, okay? This is the espresso, molto espresso. Here we go. All I want is a proper cup of coffee, made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper coffee pot. Tin coffee pots and iron coffee pots, they are no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. Very nice indeed, ladies and gents. Well done. Or maybe some decaf. Are they wrong? Oh, sorry, Jane. Well done, everybody. Now, Kit Kat said she nearly went for the large cafetiere this morning, went for a cappuccino instead. Probably for the best, KK. I'm afraid my coffee intake today has been measured in crops. I've had one small crop of coffee so far today, and working on the second. Okay. Well done, everyone. So now let's sing just my new absolute favourite earworm, Min Uncle Toni Kaunis on. And if you were with me on Monday, we had just the best time learning this song. Obviously, the wonderful Susanna sent me this song some weeks ago, and then we had a whole panel of Finnish judges, because we had Katri, we had Ulla, we had Susanna, all coming along to sing along, and it was just so lovely to have them there, and they were so very, very kind. So to all of you who came along and sang with us on Monday, particularly to our Finnish contingent, thank you for that. Let's sing this one all the way through. Now, if you weren't here on Monday, good luck, okay? Because Finnish is fun. It's pretty much say what you see. Pretty much. So here we go. Here's Min Uncle Toni Kaunis on. Let's see if I can get this thoroughly stuck in your head for half term. Here we go. And Min Uncle Toni Kaunis on, vaikon kaitaluinen. Min Uncle Toni Kaunis on, vaikon kaitaluinen. Hei lulia illalla, vaikon kaitaluinen. Hei lulia illalla, vaikon kaitaluinen. Let's try the next one. This is about her eyes being monkey. Silmat silon siniset, vaikon kiedon laiset. Silmat silon siniset, vaikon kiedon laiset. Hei lullia illalla, vaikon kiedon laiset. Hei lullia illalla, vaikon kiedon laiset. Okay, this is the one about the hair being tangled, I think. Here we go. Suon silla supuka, vaikon toista silta. Suon silla, adds the mouth. Vaikon toista silta. Hei lullia illalla, vaikon toista silta. Hei lullia illalla, vaikon toista silta. Okay, this is the one about the horses all laughing. Good luck with this one. Kun minä vien sen markkinoillen hevoset kinara. Kun minä vien sen markkinoillen hevoset kinara. Hei lulliga ha ha ha, här var sett kinara. Hej lulliga ha ha ha, här var sett kinara. Well done, everybody. Isn't that such a good song? Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. What I love is, and I'm glad Jutta is laughing. That's brilliant, Anna. Wonderful news. And Kit Kat, it does sound a little bit like a Hebrew song. We've got lots of those coming up after half term. Some lovely Hebrew songs. Looking forward to sharing that with you. And again, massive, massive thanks to Susanna for that. Again, if you don't know the meaning of the words, oh, how lovely my sweetheart is, even though she's a bit skinny. She has lovely blue eyes, even though they're crossed. She has a tiny mouth, even though it's 2 foot wide. And when I take her to town, all the horses laugh at her. It's not the nicest of love songs, but on the other hand, you know, it's I love my beloved. It doesn't matter what she looks like. I think it's a lovely song, and it's lots of fun. And wants to sing it again. Let's save that one for the end. We've got the Rattlin Bog first, so let's see how the Rattlin Bog is today. Now, massive thanks for this one to Kit Kat for taking these words and putting them in PDF form. Brilliant stuff. I hope you've all got the words from the description. They should match what is on screen, everyone. All right. So if you weren't here when we learnt this one, it was Bedlam. Pure and utter bedlam. Ho roll the Rattlin Bog. So let's go through this slowly, and then we shall attempt, without the aid of a safety net, ladies and gentlemen, a full performance. Okay? So to begin with, we sing the chorus, which goes, ho roll the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho roll the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Let's sing this one together. 2, 3, 4. Ho roll the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho roll the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Very nice indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now what we do is we sing the first verse, which goes, and in that bog there was a hole, a rare hole, a rattling hole, and the hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh. Now you notice I'm not singing many of the notes when it comes to these fast words. As we say here in the UK, we're going to Rex Harrison it, okay? Anytime you come across an actor who can't sing, who's cast in a musical, they Rex Harrison it. All right, so we're going to speak it, and then sing the chorus. So sing with me and say with me, and in that bog there was a hole, a rare hole and a rattling hole. And if you find yourself putting on a slight Irish brogue to sing it, is entirely appropriate because it's an Irish song. So let's sing it. And in that bog there was a hole, a rare hole, a rattling hole, and the hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho roll the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho roll the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Fantastic. Then we sing about in that hole. Now in that hole there was a tree, a rare tree and a rattling tree, with the tree in the hole and the hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho roll the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho roll the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. I think you get the general idea. And as we go down, it gets faster and faster and faster. Bear in mind the chorus, I'm going to do my best to make sure the chorus is always at least moderately singable tempo, but otherwise pretty much on your own, ladies and gentlemen, as am I. So I'm going to have one last dash of rocket fuel. Wow. Okay, I can see through time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Here's the Rattlin Bog, folks. Absolute rubbish. But down in the valley, oh, here we go. Ho roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Let's sing about the bog, ready? And in that bog there was a hole, a rare hole and a rattling hole, and the hole in the bog, and a bog down in the valley, oh. Ho roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Now in that hole there was a tree, a rare tree, a rattling tree, with a tree in the hole and the hole in the bog, bog down in the valley, oh. Ho roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Now in that tree there was a branch, a rare branch and a rattling branch, with the branch and the tree in the hole and the hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, now on that branch there was a twig, a rare twig and a rattling twig, with the twig and the branch and the branch and the tree and the tree and the hole and the hole and the bog and the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, now on that branch there was a twig, a rare twig and a rattling twig, and the twig and the branch and the branch and the tree and the tree and the hole and the hole and the bog and the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, now on that twig there was a nest, a rare nest and a rattling nest, and the nest and the twig and the twig and the branch and the branch and the tree and the tree and the hole and the hole and the bog and the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, now on that twig there was a nest, a rare nest, a rattling nest, and the nest of the twig and the twig and the branch and the branch of the tree and the tree and the hole and the hole and the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, now in that nest there was an egg, a rare egg, a rattling egg, and the egg and the nest and the nest and the twig and the twig and the branch and the branch of the tree and the tree and the hole and the hole and the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, now in that egg there was a nest. No, not nest. Now in that egg there was a bird, a rare bird, a rattling bird, and the bird and the egg and the egg and the nest and the nest and the twig and the twig and the branch of the tree and the tree and the hole and the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, now in that egg there was a bird, a rare bird, a rattling bird, and the bird and the egg and the nest and the nest and the twig and the branch of the tree and the tree and the hole and the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Now on that bird there was a feather, a rare feather, a rattling feather, and the feather and the bird and the egg and the nest and the twig and the branch of the tree and the hole and the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, now on that feather there was a flea, a rare flea, a rattling flea, and a flea and the feather and the bird and the egg, the nest, the twig and the branch of the tree and the hole and the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, now on that flea there was a leg, a rare leg, a rattling leg, and the leg and the flea and the feather and the bird, the egg and the nest, the twig and the branch of the tree and the hole and the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, now on that leg there was a foot, a rare foot, a rattling foot, and the foot and the leg and the flea and the feather and the bird and the egg and the nest, the twig, the branch of the tree and the hole and the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, now on that foot there was a boot, a rare boot, a rattling boot, and the boot and the leg and the flea and the feather and the bird, the egg, the nest, the twig, the branch of the tree and the hole and the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, now on that foot. Thanks everybody for pointing out what colour my neck is, ladies and gentlemen. That's really helpful. Okay, let's carry on. Now on that boot there was a heel, a rare heel, a rattling heel, and the heel and the boot, the leg, and the flea, and the feather, the bird, the egg, and the nest, the twig, the branch, the tree, the hole, and the bog. And the bog down in the valley, oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, ready for the last one. Now in that heel there was a nail, a rare nail, a rattling nail, and the nail in the heel, and the heel on the boot, and the boot on the foot, and the foot on the leg, and the leg, and flea, and feather, and the bird, the egg, and the nest, and twig, and the branch of the tree, and the hole, and the bog. And the bog down in the valley, oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, the bog down in the valley, oh, roar the Rattlin Bog, bog down in the valley, Ladies and gentlemen, oh dear, so much fun. And again, don't say you don't get extra value on Quarantine Choir, because you didn't just get one nest, you got three. All right, you got 3 nests and the sight of me turning a funny shade. Well, I'm matching this book, I think. What do you reckon? About the same colour. Well, well done everybody, and I hope you enjoy that. I just want to finish today. Oh, thanks everyone. You get me a passing father said, you will. I'll have a cup of tea.
So I will. Fabulous. Let's finish with... I can't get it out of my head. Let's sing Min Uncle Toni on to finish. And this will be the last thing we sing for a week together, folks. Of course, if you are part of Self-Isolation Choir, we have a busy day tomorrow. And even if you're not, please come along, have a listen. The work that's gone into Elijah it's the biggest project I've ever worked on. It's absolutely enormous. And I'd love everyone to come and have a listen. So it's actually starting in about half an hour on Radio Choral, and then I'm conducting it 3 times tomorrow, folks. So just to help me on my way, sing Min Uncle Toni on with me, and then I'll see you in a week. Here we go, everyone. Have fun. And Min Uncle Toni vaikon kaitaloinen. Min Uncle Toni vaikon kaital. Everyone, hey lullia illalla, vaikon kaitaloinen. Hey lullia illalla, vaikon kaitaloinen. Okay, this is the one about the eyes. It's got lovely blue eyes. Silmat silon siniset, vaikon kiedon laiset. Silmat silon siniset, vaikon kiedon laiset. Hei lullia illalla, vaikon kiedon laiset. Hei lullia illalla, vaikon kiedon laiset. Okay, this is the one about the mouth. She's got a lovely, beautiful mouth. It's 2 foot wide. Suon sillä suppukaa, vaikon toista silta. Suon sillä suppukaa, vaikon toista silta. Hei lullia illalla, vaikon toista silta. Hei lullia illalla, vaikon toista silta. Now the horses all laugh. With me, everybody. Kun minä vien sen markkinoille, niin hevosetkin naara. Kun minä vien sen markkinoille, niin hevosetkin naara. Hei lullia ha ha ha, hevosetkin naara. Hei lullia ha ha ha, hevosetkin naara. Well done, everyone. Fantastic singing, and thank you for all of your lovely comments and messages today. I hope you've had fun on Fun Friday. So I'm going to let you go, because in about a minute's time I'm going to be on Radio Choral talking with Ralph. So do go and have a listen to that. Don't forget Elijah at 3 and 3 times tomorrow. And I will see you all on the 21st of February for a fantastic Sacred Sing, and lots more to come. Lots of love to all of you. Thank you for all of your help and support and all of your messages. I will see you soon. So take care, everyone. Have a great day. Keep smiling. Bye, folks.